Greetings, everyone. Today I am talking about Pokemon team again. This one I got to the 7th place in Season 2 ladder so far, so yeah, I think it's decent at least for early ladder. And let's get into it. Yeah, we are still playing Dozo, so Tatsugiri. We swapped into Timid one because we need to outspeed more stuff. This is outspeeding Dragapult. I kind of wanted to go, don't want to go max speed because you waste so much here, like that you're not just never gonna use this speed here. So I hope that other people are reasonable as well with their Tatsugiri speed. So since that's the only thing you really care about, Tatsugiri speed ties. Yeah, and then this bulk still gives you the same thing that before. You are able to survive a flower trick. Uh, I would like to point out that you won't survive if the overgrowth is active on the flower trick, but you will survive otherwise a flower trick from Mioscarda with Shash. And then just max special attack, since we are no longer modest, we want everything that we can. Then Terra type is still water. I would consider a defensive type here, like Steel maybe, but I like the water as well, just because powerful Muddy Water spam clears a lot of threats for the team sometimes, or like can help the team with some threats like Arcanine. Then there's, yeah, Muddy Water, as I said, still the best water move that Tatsugiri has. Like, I have been considering Chilling Water just for a guaranteed hit or Surf, but both of those feel not good enough, or maybe even Water Pulse. But yeah, Dragon Pulse as the 100% accurate move, because I have run into a lot of situations where Tatsuki just needs to hit. It doesn't matter how much it does, it just needs to hit. So Dragon Meteor, Dragon Pulse. Then Dragon Meteor for the big damage, especially on Dozo, since Unaware doesn't affect Tatsugiri. Like, a lot of Dozo mirrors is I kind of sack my own Dozo to just get opponent's Dozo low, so then Palmot can be in fake out and then fake out their Dozo, and you can Dragon Meteor, and then you can Dragon Meteor again if they're not stretchy, so you're faster still. Yeah, and then Icy Wind for speed control. Then Dozo I have swapped into a much more offensive one. I still prefer the Steel Terra type as it's the one of the better like defensive ones. But I would consider Dragon here too, just for more damage output, as I feel like less and less like clear smogging is happening to Dozos. Yeah. Uh, Everything else is pretty standard. Yeah, Order Up, Wave Crash, Earthquake, and Protect. I swapped over from Waterfall just because I wanted more damage, as I'm more and more realized like, yeah, I just want Dozo to do quick damage and then other stuff that finishes. Dozo isn't more that unbreakable tank that some people are trying to play it as. I'm playing it more like a good sweeper that can win end games, or like early game just get favorable trades and then other stuff can clean it up. Yeah, then just 2 for 4 on this attacks, just for the if I get drops, I have like even number attack. So yeah, so I lose one less attack for that. Then this speed is that after +1 you outspeed everything, or like 2.5. So one order up, you outspeed everything you want. Yeah, and then just clapped everything to special defense since that's the lowest stat. Not much else going there. And then, yeah, Palmot. I'm still running Iron Fist, but you could consider Natural Cure because Palmot gets a lot of like sleeps when after going for Revival Blessing. So you could consider Natural Cure, but then swap Mach Punch to close combat. But for so far, the like amount of priority moves has been working really nicely out for me. It brings out a difficulty for the team though, and I will talk about it a bit in a bit. But yeah, then you run Electric Terra here just for the double shock spam, because sometimes you just haven't terra'd whole game, and then just Palmot can do big damage with double shocks. Yeah, then Fake Out, Mach Punch. Fake Out is really been useful as a pressuring tool, since you can either, like, if they do double protect, you can punish with Revival Blessing, or if they don't, then you can always just, Fake Out. Then Mach Punch has been really good to clearing out the Delibird paradox. I can't for the love of me remember what's the name, but yeah, for that, then a double shock is a good, generally like just big hitting move, very nice. And then Ghost Shash, we just run the basic spread. I've considered Adamant, but I still wanna be as fast as possible, so I get the revival blessing off with like as guaranteed as possible. Okay, then Cerulege, yeah, not much just changed here from the other one. Like, we're still running Grass because of good coverage, and then Bitter Blade, Shadow Sneak, Terra Blast, and Protect is the same moveset. Shadow Sneak has got a lot better now, that since you can one-hit KO the Fluttering main with Shadow Sneak, or you can do like a over half to it, even if they just Terra away from the Ghost typing. And then, yeah, I'm running Jolly just to outspeed. Outspeeding the Flutter main and stuff is secondary, but the bigger thing is that I want to guarantee the Golden Ghost outspeeds. And it's been working out for me for so far, but you could definitely consider Adamant for even more damage, because, like, look at that attack stack. So nice. But yeah, Sylveon, now again, kind of the same. We still running Covered Cloak. Just having reading Cerulege Sylveon is really good in the Trick Room stuff that tries to use Fake Out. And, Perish Song stuff, since you cannot be faked out on either one, so you get a lot of damage in early, and that's really helpful in Trick Room matchups. Also, Palmot has been really clutch in Perish Song things, since you get Revival Blessing a third mon back, so you cannot be Perish Trapped to end. Like, if you get Perish Trapped on the first two, you don't lose it. Still, also as Cerulege can switch out anyway, so there's that. But yeah, keep going. Yeah, you have the moveset is still the same. Quick attack has been just perfect. Like, Hyper Voice and Terror Blast, I feel like is the standard, and I would say still run Detect over Protect, just because Imprison is a thing, and you probably won't ever need 6. I mean, 16 protects, so the lower PP doesn't matter. But the quick attack has been really useful, again, because I have so much priority already. So I've been able to, even if I get speed controlled, like Tailwinded or Trick Roomed, I can still be dealing damage first, and clearing stuff with that. And then Terrafire is my preference. If you're not running Yawn, I recommend Terrafire. But if you're running Yawn, go Water, just because you can then survive anything that Dozo can throw at you, and then you can just Yawn it. So yeah, that's my recommendation on Sylveon. Then spread. This bulk on physical side lets you leave plus attack Roaring Moon Acrobatics after booster energy, which I think is really good for you. That's just a basic thing that people don't expect to survive, and this lets you do it, so it's really nice. Then still max attacks, and then still trying to outspeed Grimmsnarls. we do like hyper voice plus quick attack them, so they don't get up to set both screens. Yeah. While the team still has the similar issue with like overly physical, like with 4-2 ratio, it has a lot gotten spread moves in the form of roaring move. Yeah. So honestly, this slot could be any dark type. The biggest thing this slot is supposed to do is to help you clear the what is it called? Psy spam? Yeah, like Armor Rouge in DDs. So yeah, that is the main reason for Roaring Moon. Then Terra Flying on Roaring Moon is really good because you instantly eat the booster energy and then your acrobatics are really strong. So yeah, you're Terra Flying into and get loads of damage done with that. Then I run Throat Chop because it sometimes can. Oh, and this is again like for cover cloak Sylveon. You cannot be throat chopped, which Rolling Moose sometimes try to do, and then you can just still hyper voice and get good kiddo. Throat chop is fine. There's like you have crunch as well, which is another choice for the year, and then even like Jawlock. Yeah, Jawlock. I don't see where it is though. Anyway, you get Jawlock too, which is kind of funny, but I wouldn't recommend it on this team, especially since you can run into issue where you are stuck on the Jawlock, and then you can't switch out to Tatsugiri or Dozo. So you don't do that. And then just Break-in Swipe has been really good at like just lowering opponents' ability to like be offensive on this team, and then adding a spread move. Like it is a kind of low damage, but it's still good enough that it tends to like you can combine it with other moves to get it to clear. And then what else? Yeah, the this lot hasn't got that many things, but you could consider U-turns as well. Yeah. One other like option for this slot I had was something with Assurance, like Tyranitar, like because I have so much, like I have Muddy Waters and Hyper Voices, and then Quick Attacks, Shadow Sneaks, Mach Punches, Fake Outs, plenty of ways to get like small damage first and then Assurance to clear it. But I ended up with the Roaring Moon for just because I wanted to use booster energy, as I have a like theory in Pokemon, but let's talk about it a bit later. But yeah, I'm just running max speed and then as high as attack as I can. That booster energy still gives me plus speed instead of plus attack, but I feel like plus speed is much more relevant as it's the sweeping with Roaring Moon happens less often as I would want, so I rather had just the speed advantage over like Muse Gardas and stuff, so I could just clear the way for other stuff to sweep, and then just slap the rest of the bulk into the slowest stats, so defense. It has really good HP and special defense though, like, and you could run Tailwind here as well, by the way. Yeah, that was the other consideration, so you could get like a actual speed control into this team, but I feel like Dozo allows you to play around speed control really easily, so I don't care that much about it, and also I'm running like 4 priority moves, so again speed control isn't that much of a thing. But yeah, the theory in Pokemon like is that every team should have Focus Sash and Life Orb, as this give you too much like stats considering like so you should always run them. Like Assault Vest, Booster Energy, and stuff like that is also like I feel like you should include them as often as you can, as they tend to overperform compared to the stuff like more utilitarian, like Clear Amulets and stuff. But that is just me. Like, and Clear Amulet, of course, has its place, and like all of these items have their place. But I feel like a lot of time you like, especially I know that within the Paradox format, I feel like Booster Energy is kind of similar to a Mega Evolution or a Z Crystal. That like every team should have one used. But yeah. Oh yeah, now I remember. Well, the other like good option for this lot is the dark version of Among Us, which is called Brute Bonnet. Like that could be a really good one too for this lot. It helps with the similar stuff in a different way, but still, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to this team. So, yeah, subscribe to my channel and then follow me on Twitch. Do all that stuff, good stuff, and then farewell.